Introducing the amazing iPhone XS you'll love on T-Mobile, the most loved in wireless. It's the perfect way to stay connected to those you heart most. Fall in love with iPhone XS on T-Mobile. And right now, trade in an eligible iPhone and you'll save $300. Visit a store or call 1-800-T-Mobile.
If you cancel service, remaining balance is due. Qualifying service and finance agreements required. $279.99 down plus $30 per month times 24. Full price $999.99. 0% APR for well-qualified buyers plus tax on full price. Allow 8 weeks for rebate.
BlogTalk Radio.
What's up? What's happening? It's your girl, J1 Yvette.
I do it for the turn up. And we ain't going nowhere. We praise them because it's necessary. So watch us turn this place into a sanctuary.
J1 Yvette.
I do it for the turn up.
She's a G for Jesus.
And I've come to praise his name. You're tuned in to Sunday Inspiration. It's Justified Madness on BlogTalk Radio.
I'm on the road, dog. Got my backpack matched and my road, dog. If you can see what we see, you would want to go where we're going just to be where we'll be. In the presence of more than a baby, or the Lord who can save you and save me. Or maybe if it's still not clear, let wise men open your eyes and take you there.
The sky was clear that night, right? Cold, crisp air. Yeah, and the stars was mad bright. Remember that, y'all? But there was that one star that was shining brighter than them all. I remember. Wasn't it December? That's the wrong date. But it did put an end to our long wait, cause we were getting restless while we waited for a special child with a mom highly favored. No more singing the blues. We knew the sky signified the coming of the King of the Jews. We studied the script. Next step was to study the trip. Packed up, we were ready to dip, ready to roll. Wasn't even sweating the cold. We were convinced of his hotness, ready to go. Don't forget the planks that anchor the tent. And with the gold, grab myrrh and some frankincense. Let's go.
I'm on the road, dog. Got my backpack matched and my road, dog. If you can see what we see, you would want to go where we're going just to be where we'll be. In the presence of more than a baby, or the Lord who can save you and save me. Or maybe if it's still not clear, let wise men open your eyes and take you there.
It's been a minute, but we're still stepping, still trekking. Can't wait to put our eyes on what our hearts expected. It's on, I can't wait to find the palace. Recline in the palace, sit back and drink wine from the chalice. You know they from out of town, right? They probably downtown in the Crown Plaza, not in Crown Heights. He probably got a long line waiting to see him. I bet you even King Herod waiting to see him. I should give him a call, he probably let me in. And if he hooking me up, then we all getting in. Man, I call Herod, he don't know where he at. But he said if we find him, we should call him right back. I don't trust that dude, I ain't calling him back. Chill with all that, you can see we're on the right track. What makes you say that? Cause the star's right there. Well, if the star's right there, then we must be here. Let's go.
I'm on the road, dog. Got my backpack matched and my road, dog. If you can see what we see, you would want to go where we're going just to be where we'll be. In the presence of more than a baby, or the Lord who can save you and save me. Or maybe if it's still not clear, let wise men open your eyes and take you there.
Fading in the distance, the place where all of us face the twist deeper than the sixth sense. Wasn't what I expected to see. Someone as great as him living lesser than me. And truthfully, we were blown away by a king with no bling, just the throne of hate. Even shepherds had heard of him. Somehow they got word of him. Wise men, herdsmen, all of us worshiping. Anybody notice how the sheep and cows seem to peek and bow to the sleeping child? We went home a different way, not just geographically, but he impacted me. Never forget the day we got to sit back and see God's presence, a present, gift wrap. And I hope you get that, cause when you got Jesus, you don't have to wonder where the gift's at.
I'm on the road, dog. Got my backpack matched and my road, dog. If you can see what we see, you would want to go where we're going just to be where we'll be. In the presence of more than a baby, or the Lord who can save you and save me. Or maybe if it's still not clear, let wise men open your eyes and take you there.
I'm on the road, dog. Got my backpack, maps, and my road, dog.
If you can see what we see, you would want to go where we're going just to be where we'll be.
In the presence of more than a baby, or the Lord who could save you and save me. Or maybe if it's still not clear,
let wise men open your eyes and take you there.
Justified Madness on BlogTalk Radio. It's girl J. Ron Yvette. That's the Cross Movement and Wise Men, getting you into the spirit of Christmas. It is, where do the months and years go, man? It seems like we were just saying Happy New Year, and now we're about to ring in another year. Time waits for no one. And a lot of people ask me, well, why do you play so much gospel hip-hop? Well, tonight is Poetic Praise. Tonight is Poetic Praise. So, hip-hop is just another form of poetry, am I right? Can I get an amen on that? All right. Well, since it is Poetic Praise, I want to get into a couple of things. First of all, I want to send a shout-out to my church, St. Paul Church in District Heights, Maryland. Shout-out to my pastor, Pastor Robert Williams Sr., and co-pastor Robert Williams Jr. Now, Pastor Bobby, as we affectionately call him, Pastor Williams Jr., preached today, and I want to give a little recap of the sermon because it is so fitting for any generation, but especially nowadays, it seems like so much is going on. We're getting hit with so much from so many sides. And today, he preached from Matthew chapter 1, verses 18 and 21, and also 2 Corinthians chapter 12, verses 7 through 9. Now, I don't actually have my Bible in front of me, so we're going to actually visit the chapters a little bit later. But right now, I want to get into the heart of the sermon, which was trouble with the curve. So he talks about how sometimes in life we get thrown curveballs. We have things that happen in our lives that we don't see coming. And asking the question, how do we respond to those? Now, as children of God, he encouraged us to remember that God already knew the curveball was coming and that we need to trust him to take care of it. Even when we can't see it, he's working on it, and he's working it out in your favor. So make sure you trust him and trust the process. And remember that it might seem like it's hard, but God is working it in your favor. And also, you may not be able to handle the curve on your own, in your own power, but remember, the Bible reminds us that God's strength is made perfect in our weakness, and that's what we've got to keep in mind. Now, with that in mind, we're going to go ahead and get into some more music. Well, actually, before we get into the music, I've got a poem from Clayton Jennings, and it's called Jesus Is. You are tuned in to Justified Madness on BlogTalk Radio.
He is more than you could ever need. He's more than the eye could see. I don't deserve his love, but he's always been there for me. You see, Jesus met me when I was at my lowest. And if you don't know Jesus, know this. He is the greatest example of generosity this world of greed has ever seen. And when Jesus hit the scene, he changed the scenery and met diversity with serenity. If you're looking for peace, he offers plenty. Jesus was and Jesus will forever be king. And when the angels sing, they sing of the grace that was displayed for sinners like me. I can't explain him and I can't describe him. And if I could, he wouldn't be Jesus, because you can't explain eternity and you can't comprehend the galaxies. But it was the loving hands of Jesus who spun them into existence and created man, knowing he would go to the cross to pay our sentence. There was a certificate of judgment with a period after the sentence, and we were sentenced to death long before he said it is finished. He is a father to the orphan, a shelter for the homeless, a hiding place for the abused, and an anchor for our storms. He stormed the gates of hell and came out on top, and the power of his gospel cannot be stopped, even when the world tries. They try a lot. He traded places with Barabbas and became the catalyst of missions across the world, covering every portion of the atlas. If you're in need of rest, I know of a mattress. If you don't know Jesus, your future is tragic, but he gladly embraced tragedy so we could live in his presence of majesty. His presence is presence, and it's his presence that presents preciousness to a world of peasants. He is far from pretentious, but still loves those who are. He is the light of the world and hung the stars. He brings the dead to life and delivers life to the dead. He took a crown of thorns on his head so we could put crowns at his feet, and I can't wait until I get to kiss his feet that were nailed to a cross for me and for you and for every person around the world. He loves the world, and I love his word, because the word became flesh, and in his flesh he demonstrated the word to the world. He is an example to every boy and every girl. He is a lover of black people. He is a lover of white people. He is a lover of the unchurched and the assembly under the steeple. He doesn't see the believers' failures, but still takes time to celebrate their faithfulness. It's the power of the Spirit that enables us and gives us boldness when the world labels us. And if you want to label me, please call me a Jesus freak. If that freaks you out, good. Because it's better to be good with God than to fight being misunderstood by a world that could never understand. So let it be understood that I don't worship man, we worship Jesus. And although he doesn't need us, he still sees us and pleads with us to run to the cross where he bled for us. His heart bleeds for us, his heart grieves for us, but still graciously grants us a pardon for our treason in a season where the world tries to explain away the work of the Spirit with human reasoning. There is a reason they can't. Because the Spirit is like the wind, and the wind cannot be seen. But loved is the one who believes without seeing the unseen. I'm telling you today that Jesus is something. He's something more. He's something great. And if you want to know him, you don't have to wait. He stands at the narrow path with a key to the gate, and you only have to reach out and embrace his grace. I don't care who's president. I have a king who is always present. I don't care who holds musical celebrity. The voice of the Lord will always be the sweetest melody. I don't care who owns the riches of the globe. My Jesus holds more wealth than one ruby on his robe. I don't care who is the strongest or the fastest. Nothing matches the creator of the universe and his immortal, infinite status. I don't care about religious leaders who died and stayed dead. I'll only worship the one who conquered death and wears a crown on his head. His name is Jesus, and I'm telling you, he's something. He was faithful yesterday, and he is faithful today. I can feel his presence whenever I pray, and when the time comes for me to fade away, I'll remember the day I heard him say, my name is Jesus.
Jackie McKinnon is a fitness trainer and entrepreneur with over 10 years in the field of health and wellness. She will train you like an athlete, then relieve the tension with soft tissue release and stretching. She is located in the Laurel, Maryland and District Heights, Maryland area and a few places in between. You can reach Jackie via Facebook, Instagram, or email her at thenursej20@aol.com. She is launching a new website, so stay tuned for more details and events. Gospel and inspirational for every generation. This is Sunday Inspiration, Justified Madness on BlogTalk Radio.
Ain't nobody stopping my shine. They try to break me, try to take me out, but I got Jesus on my side. So bad I thought it would die, but ain't no power stronger than the one that came and laid down his life. And I got mountains to climb, but the enemy can't stop me, 'cause there's a calling on my life. So when I'm crying, don't last too long, 'cause he gon' step in and make it alright. Won't he do it? You said he would. Fight your battles for you, they gon' wonder how you sleep at night. Won't he do it? Yes, he will. Anybody tell you something different, you know that's a lie. You gon' look back and be so amazed how it turned out, it's only his grace. Won't he do it? You said he would. So I trust him at all times. I'm about to lose it again. I'm about to let him know where I'm from. Don't take me there again. I just call on Jesus, my friend. Get me back in line one more time, 'cause he's always listening. Ain't nobody perfect, everybody's hurting. Need your whisper, Lord, save me from my weaknesses, 'cause you're always on time. Come and get your breakthrough, 'cause I'm gon' get mine. Won't he do it? You said you would. Fight your battles for you, they gon' wonder how you sleep at night. Won't he do it? Yes, he will. Anybody tell you something different, you know that's a lie. You gon' look back and be so amazed how it turned out, it's only his grace. Won't he do it? You said he would. So I trust him at all times. You see what the enemy planned for my downfall turned out to be the greatest victory of my life. 'Cause when it comes at you fast and hard, there's only one that can come and make it right. So ain't no need for stressing and crying, 'cause he gon' show up just like he did the last time. And the
Justified Madness on BlogTalk Radio with your girl, J. Ronnie. That's Corinne Hawthorne and Won't He Do It? And I had to play that song because it fits so nicely with the message from today's sermon. But before I move on, I got to send a shout-out to Team J. Ronnie Bet. My girls, Alex and Amina, they run my official promo team. You can follow them on Twitter at Team J. Ronnie Bet. And also, I want to give a little plug to for a service that I just recently became aware of. It's called PureFlix. Now, of course, many people, are Netflix subscribers, but if you are a Christian household, and particularly a Christian household with very young children, sometimes you have to be aware of some of the content there. So a friend of mine turned me on to PureFlix, which is Christian-based television and movies. And it's $10.99 a month, and you get a free trial month. So just wanted to put that out there. And I may be behind the times, but just in case anybody else wasn't aware, I just wanted to put that out there, particularly for like Christian parents who have small children and are protective of what their kids see on television. So something definitely to look into, pureflix.com. And like I said, you get a free month trial, and then it's $10.99 a month or $99.99 annually. So just wanted to put that out there. No, they're actually not paying me for that. This one's on me. I wanted to share that. And also, a program note, I am here every Sunday, Wednesday, and Saturday night at 11 p.m. Eastern Time for Justified Madness. And hope I see you here, blogtalkradio.com/Justified Madness. Again, Sunday, Wednesday, and Saturday night at 11 p.m. Eastern Time. Now, there are some weather warnings going on around the DMV and along the East Coast, so I want to say be safe and stay warm to all my folks on the East Coast that are getting hit with this weather. Right here in the DMV, some school districts have already reported that they're closing. So be safe, stay warm. God bless you. And I'm going to go ahead and my next spoken word piece is from Chris Webb, and it's called The Gate. And on the other side of the commercial break, I'm closing it out with one of my favorites from Psalm. His new album, Death Proof, is available right now on all digital music platforms, and I picked one of my personal favorites from the album. It's called The Breakup. And I will see you back here on Wednesday night at 11 p.m. Eastern Time for Justified Madness. God bless you. Thank you for tuning in. You are listening to the Sunday Inspiration edition of Justified Madness on BlogTalk Radio.
He's been doing spoken word for 10 years, and he belongs to Glenville New Life Community Church in Cleveland, Ohio. His message is simple. This brother just loves the Lord. So please welcome to the stage, Chris Webb.
It's over now. There's no more purpose for my lungs because I'm not breathing. If I thought that I was still alive, then I think I was dreaming. I just left the earth. My soul escaped my body now. I'm dead. And I'm rising into the heavens to find out what lies ahead. This life is over, and my time is done on earth. There's no more stressing. I'm about to meet the one that gave me all my life and blessings. Now it's time to hear his voice, and it's time to feel his embrace. And it's that time to meet my God, and now it's time to see his face. I'm at the gate, and I don't want to wait. I want to see my Savior. I'm going to feel his presence, have his safety, and beg bathed in his favor. Wait, they open up the gates, and sunlight dances through the entrance. If I was alive, I'd pass out from the beauty of his presence. I can sense him all around me. I can feel him every place. He's here. I feel it, but that's not enough. I want to see his face. They close the gate as I walk in. Now any memories are useless. Any earthly love is worthless, because no other can produce this. So much color, so much life and wind and sun and love and music, so much happiness. God loves us, and this paradise can prove it. Where's he at, though? I just want to see his face. I'll be around it. And I'm walking on the streets of gold, but I ain't getting my crown yet. Wait, I feel something. I turn around, and I catch eyes with his. And I've never seen him before, but I still know who it is. Right now, I'm face to face with Jesus, looking God right in the eyes. Immediately I bowed, and if I was alive, I would have cried. Now God was always right beside me, but I see him. I can touch him. I'll exhort him. I'ma praise and magnify him because I love him. And I tell him, you're my king. This happiness cannot be doubled. You're my rock, my life, my ever-present help in times of trouble. And I love you. God, I love you. For eternity, I'll show you. But he looks me in the eye, and then he whispers, do I know you? Do you know me? Yeah, you made me. I was in church every service, but he tells me church without applying what you learned is worthless. But I was a choir member. I prayed through with poems and acting. But he says he checked the book of life and that my name was absent. And I'm laughing like there must be a mistake. I just won't hear it. Then he says I praised him, but I didn't have him in my spirit. I can't bear it. Little thought I gave you praise wholeheartedly. But then he turns his head away. And then he says, depart from me. I start to scream, but it's too late. Immediately I feel the flame and I'm ashamed. It's me to blame. I could have stopped all of this pain. Life ended like this for me. This ain't how I wanted to conclude. That's why in real life it won't be. But don't let this be your future. You may go to church, but man, you gotta live it. Don't be two-faced. Don't be hypocrites, guys. Don't be dogs and ladies. Don't be loose days. We ain't got no time. So right now, drop the games and lift your hands and let them in before it ends. Let's praise them while we have the chance.
Columbine, Virginia Tech,
Tucson,
Aurora,
Fort Hood, Oak Creek,
Newtown.
Newtown,
Newtown.
Newtown.
How many more?
How many more? How many more colleges? How many more classrooms?
How many more movie theaters?
How many more houses of faith?
How many more shopping malls?
How many more street corners?
How many more?
How many more?
Enough.
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 Demand a plan.
Right now. As a mom.
As a dad. As a friend. As a husband.
As a wife.
As an American.
As an American.
As an American.
As a human being.
For the children of Sandy Hook.
Demand a plan. No more lists of names. It's not too soon.
It's too late.
Now is the time.
Before we all know someone who loved someone on that list.
No more lists.
No more.
Who they might have been. No more.
If we had just done something yesterday. It's time.
We can do better than this.
We can do better than this.
It's time.
It's time.
It's time for our leaders to act.
Demand a plan. Right now.
Right now.
You! Demand it!
Enough.
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 Go to demandaplan.org for more information.
I don't know what you come to do, but I'll come to praise his name. You're tuned in to Sunday Inspiration. It's Justified Madness on BlogTalk Radio.
I'm good with God, but the enemy's still there, he lurking. Telling me to roll with him, that fool, he's such a serpent.
Try to wreck me, make me stumble, fumble like I'm swerving. No, I'm not converting, you were vermin. My God, he is perfect. I'm just a servant of him, searching for my purpose. And when I'm feeling worthless, I remember he made me, I'm working. Listen, now the day go by, the devil don't come calling. Laced with sex and drugs, they move along, I ain't gon' fall into the traps that pass. No, I move past it, been redeemed. He can hear it when I pray, you get to hear it when I speak. So keep me at a distance, devil, go on and get behind me. You slick when you be speaking, but to me, I see you criming. I'm finally climbing out of holes that you done helped me dig. But I done laid the shovel down, you ain't gon' drown me out in six. And I'm coming back for those that still is trapped up in your grip. And I'ma show them all to follow me with God and learn to live.
Hallelujah, now I sing hallelujah. Now I'm singing hallelujah. Me and Satan, we officially broke up. Hallelujah.
Yeah, I see you, thinking I don't see you. Trying to tell those same old lies, but nah, I don't believe you. See, my God gave me a redo. I've had 70 times 7 chances. I ain't trying to blow this one, no matter what the circumstances. And I bet your hands miss, clutching around my soul. I used to do your every bidding, used to give you full control, but no, those days are over now. No longer your poster child. Every day I breathe, I only hope to make Jehovah proud. Pride and the lust, the money and all the drugs. I see it for what it is, so it's no longer what it was, and that's for us. You're like an ex who just can't take a clue. See you popping up around my friends, but check it out, we're through. And I'm so over you, gave my heart to something better. You might have some shady tricks to get me back, but you aren't clever. My God forever in my temple state, I'll cling to him. So you are never gonna find a home to making me again.
Hallelujah, now I sing hallelujah. Now I'm singing hallelujah. Me and Satan, we officially broke up. Hallelujah.
Atomically, Socrates' philosophies and hypotheses can't define how I'll be dropping these uppercuts. Suckers duck and try to knuckle up, trying to puff up and run amok. You get thunderstruck. Piece to bust a bust that real, that rough and tough, that ill. You rubber ducks get killed with nothing much. You getting drills, playing double dutch. I was paying bills when you was still with your mother's gut. I might steal your brother's crutch. Now he's healed and they wonder what, just another nut. A Jesus freak, but Messiah likes when I'm rhyming tight, kinda like a stick of dynamite. Yeah, that means I'm shining bright, taking you to higher heights, higher than the wire kites. Higher than them drones fly. Life is short, let them open up your own eyes.
Hallelujah, now I sing hallelujah. Now I'm singing hallelujah. Me and Satan, we officially broke up. Hallelujah.